Hello and welcome to this new series with Dennis Cherevychko called Dennis's Life. Following last week's chat, when we did the pancake with Dennis, we talked about artistry in ballet. We decided that there was like a lot of topics that we wanted to expand and discuss about, especially in the area of how your life permits your art. So is there like a difference between your dancer life and your real life? We had decided with Dennis to elaborate those questions around a series of little chat that we're going to have every week if his schedule allows. Feel free to send over all your questions so that I can add from what I actually wanted to discuss with them. Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thank you very much. How are you?
Good. How about you? What was your day?
Was great. It was excellent. A bit tired, but fine. Feeling good.
Yeah, back to work.
Yeah, absolutely. I was missing it a lot.
Yeah. How was this first week of performance for the company?
You know, it was very touching.
Very touching, yeah.
Was very touching. I think it was very nice atmosphere. It was from the public and from the dancers, you know, after such a long break without being on stage. And you could see people were just so happy and they were waiting for that so long. And I think it was a beautiful show.
Because when was the last time? October, right?
November. But we had without public. So it was empty public, yeah, and just cameras, so it was not the same, but still.
Yes, it was. Last week we talked about artistry in ballet, and I think this week we wanted to talk about artistry outside of ballet.
Okay.
So, like, do you think there should be a distinction between the dancer life and what we call normal life? Because I always notice we say, like, we talk about normal life, normal people, non-dancers. What do you think of that?
Well, I think the job is one thing and your life is your life, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, even though when you meet with your friends, it ends up, you know, like speaking about ballet, which is kind of normal, but
depends who your friends are.
I think it's important also, and this is also, it depends from the person, you know, like I think sometimes we just need to have some time for ourselves, you know.
Yeah.
After the studio. Yeah.
So what does that mean to be an artist? What does it mean to create art?
For me, I think it's art in general. It's any kind of art. It's a beauty, first of all, you know.
Yeah.
So this is one of the most important things, you know. Sometimes, like, people asking, like, what do you like? Do you like this or that? Like, do you like this music, and which kind of music you like? Yeah. And for me, for example, I like all kind of music, you know, if it's made well done, you know. And I don't have like only one direction. I love everything. I love classic, of course. I like rock. I like hip hop. I like R&B. I like jazz. A lot of different things. You know,
you
the
like
question
Nelly
is.
Furtado. You like Nelly Furtado.
Ah, yeah? Why?
No, I thought that you liked Nelly Furtado.
Well, yeah, why not? Why not? No, it's just the question.
So how do you know that something is beautiful? Like, how can we define?
You cannot know. Just you like or you don't like. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, for example, not everyone in the world are a musician, you know, but everybody can understand that. For example, Tchaikovsky or Schubert or Mozart, it's beautiful. You don't have to be the professional musician to understand that, right?
Yeah.
The same. I guess it's with the ballet, with the singing, with the paintings, and it works like that, I guess. Because if you once you see that and you like it, you find something what wakes you up, what wakes up in you, in yourself, some emotion or something what
Yeah.
makes you think about something or motivate you, then it's good.
So is it fair to say that it's more about art is something that triggers emotion in you rather than necessarily something beautiful?
That could
Like,
be also.
I'm asking you that because yesterday with my students, we were talking about Meyerling, and they were disturbed by some of the pas de deux because some of the gestures of Rudolph are very, it's actually not very beautiful. You know, he has a
Mhm.
way of moving that is very rough. And it's still artistic because it's not beautiful.
Well, Rudolph is Rudolph, you know. Sometimes you can dance some piece and from him, and at some point you just think you want just to leave because it's
No,
so
no,
hard.
I meant Rudolph, the character in Meyerling.
Ah, Meyerling. Okay, okay.
Meyerling, sorry.
I thought you speak about Nureyev. Okay.
No, sorry, Meyerling.
Sorry, I didn't understand the question. Can you
No
repeat?
problem. Yeah, so I said, so I was talking about, is artistry only beauty or is it more than that? Can we include in artistry also things that are not necessarily beautiful, but they triggers emotion in us? And I was
I
giving the
absolutely. Why
example.
not? Absolutely.
Yeah,
If it gives you something, whatever, the worst thing is when you don't feel anything and you don't care. It's like, okay, this is the worst thing. But if
yeah.
something makes you um, love this piece, or opposite, you have some emotion, I think it's still working. So
So the
that's.
worst is when it's indifferent. It's like going to McDonald's. Same thing. You get food.
I'm going to McDonald's, very rare, but if I go, then.
You know what I meant? I didn't say you have to go to McDonald's. No, I know you only go to
No,
very fancy restaurants, you know, because Italian
no,
is
not
beautiful.
true. No, come on,
Not
not
true?
true. No, not at all.
Mm.
Not at all. I I like to eat a lot of different things and shouldn't be like from, I don't know.
We will
McDonald's
talk
is also
about that.
fine. Fine. Yeah.
We will talk about food another day.
Mm,
Let's go back to artistry. I
yeah.
get a lot of questions from younger dancers. How can you develop your sensitivity to artistry outside of the studio?
There is a lot of ways. I mean, there is no ending in the work on yourself. You can do anything what can help you in future in your work. You can visit some museums outside of the studio to see beautiful works of the famous painters. You can go uh, to some concert, philharmonic. Like, you can watch some movie, old movie. Like, also, I'm a biggest fan of Charlie Chaplin. This is excellent. I love this
Yes.
guy. And like, you can do whatever. You can read some book, you can um go to some jazz concert. I don't know, like, just feel yourself, uh
So
how
it
to say
seems
it.
you have to be curious, like you have to want to look for what's out there, what already exists.
Of course, of course,
Yeah.
of course. Why not? It's always like, more more better for you.
Yeah.
I think we're living the life, and we should develop ourselves every time, every minute, and we should not stop. So
Yeah.
So if it's about art, and like, I must say, I'm very lucky, being living in Vienna. Here's like every step there's some
Everything
music.
is yes.
It's excellent. I love Vienna, and I feel myself actually really good here.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful city, very rich um, on culture. Yeah,
Hmm.
culture is very rich here, and so I'm enjoying every time. You know, even if I'm just walking down the street, I'm blessed really to to live here.
So what is it that you like about Vienna in terms of artistry? Tell me about the architecture.
It's beautiful. I mean, there is a lot of beautiful places you can visit. It's the architecture, the story, and so many things were going on here. And even if you just if you go to thousands of museums, you know,
Hmm.
thousands of the theaters, a lot of things you can visit and just to get something new, you know.
Yeah.
You can you can just have fun walking down the street, you know, like if you just walk and look around, you can learn a lot and you can get for yourself, you know.
So what's your favorite place?
Place?
Yeah,
A lot. Well,
but just one. I want to know the favorite.
one, I don't know, it's everything beautiful here, and I cannot just say one thing, you know, like
Hmm.
there is beautiful places like, for example, Kallenberg. This is
Yeah.
on the top of the mountain. It's beautiful. Or Schönbrunn,
Hmm.
um, a very famous thing. Belvedere, Leinzer Tiergarten. Uh,
I love when I ask you one favorite place and you go with 15.
yeah, but I'm sorry. I like a lot of
You
things.
just
I
like,
don't know. It's very
you're
hard to choose.
basically telling me everything in Vienna. So guys, we went east to west, going south a little bit.
But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm sorry. It's too much, probably. But
No, it's fine. It's just I wanted one place. Now I have the entire weekend. Cool.
really, there is a lot of things to discover. Really.
Well, I'm gonna have my full weekend all planned then. I wanted to ask you, you often say that you get inspired by just people in the street. You like just normal people walking in the street. Where else do you get real life inspiration?
You know, it's not like I'm just the person who loves just to travel, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
being alone, you know, like when I have some trip to Japan, for example, you know, and where I'm alone, and I have to wait, for example, a few hours
Mm-hmm.
for my plane, you know, and I just love to sit down and just to look at the people, you know,
Yeah.
and it's so interesting, I find. And you can really you can really read sometime what is going in the brain of someone, you know. It's so I'm enjoying so much watching people, you know, just
Do you try
walking.
to imagine the life?
Well, I'm seeing first the person,
Yeah.
and you know, like sometimes people are walking, thinking, okay, I need to get somewhere fast, or someone is happy, or someone is rushing home or something, or I don't know, different things. Of
Yeah.
course, I don't know what's going on in the head of some person, right? But this is my how to say, this is something what I imagine what could be, you know.
No, I'm
Yeah.
asking because I do that all the time.
Yeah, and it's interesting also this kind of things mm, it's important, you know, and especially if we're ballet dancers, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And for example, it's also very interesting, I find. uh, uh you know, you asked me before what can inspire you, you know.
Yeah.
Mm, anything, you know, anything, whatever. Sometimes it's sun is shining, and this light comes on the tree, and then it looks beautiful, and you're like, oh wow, it's so cool, you know. Or you feel good, and after you fix this picture
Mm-hmm.
in your head, you know. And for example, sometimes this is as example, oh, I miss you too, guys. Sorry. yeah, I wanted to say like then you can fix this picture in your head, for example, and next time when you need to when you dance on stage, when you're acting, you know, sometime you need to show like in the story, or whatever, you need to show like that you feel good or some nice memories, and you know, and
Mm-hmm.
sometime I remember the place where I was enjoying so much, I don't know, lunch or walk or
Yeah.
something, you know. And I remember that, and it's really, I'm like, oh my God, you know. And this is also helping, like in the work, those kind of things. And so, I don't know, it could be anything,
Anything.
anything.
Anything. But you often give me the same example when we talk about art and beauty. Do you remember which one it is?
Remind me.
It's about presenting things in a certain way.
Well, I think so. Yeah, yeah.
So, would you mind sharing with everyone?
Of course. Well, you know, it's always like my teacher Alexander Prokofiev.
Mm-hmm.
I love him so much, and he was the biggest genius for me in the world. Like really, he was giving sometimes to us examples. Uh, you know, he was actually. I'm realizing now, with the time later, that he was putting this kind of program. You know,
Yeah.
and this is, I think it's so right. You know, like he was saying, for example, guys, could you please um, burn the CD for me with
Mm-hmm.
some ballet or something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, yeah, yeah, sure, okay. He asked someone, you know, and then he did copy and he gave it back, you know. And
Mm-hmm.
for example, and when you put the CD or DVD inside, you know, and music it starts, or show starts and everything, you know. And he said like, okay, thank you very much that you did it. It's very kind of you, you know. But sometime, and another guy, he did the same. He asked the same thing, and
Yeah.
another guy, he did like with some menu, you know, like with
Yes.
something, not just like when you put the CD and it starts.
Yeah.
uh it starts immediately, movie or whatever. And he's like, look guys, you know, this is small thing, but it's changing a lot, you know. So that kind of presentation, you know, it's, in the end, it's the same thing. You watch the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
um, but it makes you feel nicer, right? Better. For example, also another example with the food, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You can cook whatever, and then you just put like this on the plate, and you will eat, and it will be tasty, you know. But when you make it nice way,
Yeah.
presentation, it looks beautiful, you get even more hungry from
Mm-hmm.
watching it, you know. So
Yes.
that's
Yes.
what I mean. And this kind of thing, it's everywhere, you know.
So
I think
it's
so.
taking care of the little details and making sure that you think of all of it, not just the raw content, right?
Sorry, Ondine, once more.
So
Sorry.
it's like you're taking care of all of the details in the presentation, not just the raw details.
Yes, if it's possible, of course, of course, of course. It's the same. Like you can use it. This kind of example everywhere.
Yeah.
Mm, the way you're dressing for the class or for rehearsal,
Mm-hmm.
those kind of things. They're all important, in my opinion.
Rodrigo is asking a question. How do you stay motivated to give your 100%?
How do I stay motivated?
Yeah. But
I
to
don't
give
know. It's
100%, not to give 50%.
Well, guys, I don't know. It's very simple. I just love what I'm doing so much, and I'm doing it with pleasure. And even sometimes, you know, like there are days when you come and you have your body is sore and you don't want to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
You feel so tired, pain everywhere. And you know, like the hardest thing is just to start, you know.
Yes.
After for me it's fine, you know, but to take your body to bring to the studio, this is the hardest track, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what to tell you guys. It's just like I love my job, and I just feel myself really good, and I always have fun, even if something doesn't work as you wish. It's normal. We're normal humans. We're not robots. It's fine. It's just sometimes days they can be good, and sometimes they can be different. But it's part of our life. That's fine.
So it
Just I
seems to
think.
be the passion is motivating you, and recognizing that there are days where we don't feel like it that much, and it's okay.
Yeah, that's actually it can happen, and there is nothing weird about it. It's
Yeah,
totally normal thing.
yeah.
But it's always I tell you, it's like thank you guys. No, it's just like I remember also in school with Alexander Prokofiev. It was very funny because sometimes we're like like today is something hurting, maybe I will take it easy, and he's like, yes, 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 sure, sure, just like don't do anything, just like you can just move your feet a bit. And you're like, oh, okay, he's fine. So, and we are starting to do, and after I realized myself, I'm like, oh, I'm pushing so much, and I'm like, man, it was so hard to start that class. And in the end, I didn't even realize when did it happen, this change.
Yes.
So for me, it's like sometimes, guys, it um, just get in the studio, and after it will start.
Yeah, definitely. So what do we talk about next week?
I don't know. What do you want me to talk about?
I think it would be interested to know how you did as a dancer to learn when to eat, when not to eat. You know, that moment where you have not that much time before a long rehearsal or you have a long performance. What about that?
I learned it from my experience, bad and good sometimes, but yeah.
So let's talk about that, because it's nice to have people's experience.
Sure, absolutely.
Wait,
But
there's one more question. There's one interesting question I want to take it. Do you ever had doubts about your dance?
now, of course, as everybody, I guess this is normal thing. But
What do you
guys,
do with it?
huh?
What did you do with it?
Well, first of all, when I saw myself in the mirror or something was disturbing me,
Mm-hmm.
um, I'm trying to figure out what exactly is wrong, or what I can do better, and then I trying to work more on that. And plus, of course, you need a teacher, you need someone who's seeing you from the side, because it's very difficult to keep your body under control and to look at
Yeah.
yourself in the mirror. This is impossible. We always need the teacher who will see. Thank you, guys. who will
I
see
think
and
you need to read because not everybody can see the comments.
I'm sorry, sometimes I don't see that. Okay. Oh, I'm so happy, guys. I can help you. You gave me courage for my everyday life.
Yeah.
Guys, it means a lot to me. Thank you so much for your words. It's yeah, I'm really thankful for your message. I hope I can help you with some advice or something, because for me sometimes also I need some advice, but and I know, like, there were times like I really need some tips, some advice from someone,
Mm-hmm.
and it can help you really a lot. Otherwise you need to do it, it will take longer, but you will find it
Yep.
anyway.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's also nice to hear that someone else is going through the same thing. You're not alone.
Yeah. Oh, guys, I tell you, the ballet, it's very, very, very difficult and hard job, but it's so beautiful. It's so, I mean, I enjoy every time, even pain, even, okay, not the bad pain, yeah, I mean not the
Yeah, I
injuries,
was
I
about
don't mean that, you know,
to.
not the injuries, don't understand me wrong. It's just like sometime when you work next day, like you have a lot of pain, your body is sore, you know,
You mean
but that's
soreness? Yeah.
fine. Hmm?
You mean the soreness type of pain?
Yes, thank you. Sorry for
Yes.
my English.
No,
Yeah,
it's okay.
so you
My
just
English is the same as yours. I'm French. Hey.
I hope everybody can understand me.
Maybe next time we do in Russian.
Ah, no, English is fine. English is fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
guys. I don't know. I don't know. Just if you like the job, the art you choose, you know, just trust in yourself, go for it, and enjoy it. The most important thing, whatever,
Yes,
enjoy it. You know,
definitely.
if you will enjoy, you will be happy, and all this energy will come out of from you, and other people will see this, and this is actually a very important thing.
I love this message, and I think we should close on this. Enjoy,
Great,
and then
great.
everybody will see it.
Okay,
Well,
guys,
thank you very much for your time.
of
Thank you,
course,
everyone, for joining.
with big
And
pleasure.
next week.
Yes, thank you, Andine. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Ciao.
Thank
Hugs.
you.
Ciao.